Alrighty, folks. Just messing around a little bit here. Gotta have a little bit of fun. I know we're running over time a little bit by a minute, but hey, you know what? I apologize, SPDas, for keeping you waiting. Why don't we just get started? Um, what's the what's the time again? Just double check here. So I pinned a post this morning. Thank you to the team for putting that together. Tokyo, Sydney. So it's 12 a.m. GMT, 5:30 a.m. IST. That's pretty cool. This doesn't seem to be in order, but that's okay because Central European time is 1 a.m. So I doubt a lot of people from there are coming on tonight. And AEST, 11 a.m. Awesome. Congratulations. That's great. 11 a.m. Nice. That's how I feel. The energy I got right now is at 11 a.m. Let's switch over to SPDas and start the session. SPDas, the trading floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Igor, and hello everyone, and welcome back to the Tokyo Sydney overlap. It is 27th, 28th January. Let's get started off with the daily chart as usual for the Euro USD. I've just kept the chart in front of your screens here, what we discussed last time. So the wave counts are clear, five up, which is the impulse, and also the larger degree trend, which is higher now, which is followed by a couple of years of corrective wave. It's a complex corrective wave it was, but finally it is now settled down with the three wave structure on specifically on 14th of Jan, I suppose, 11th of Jan. A couple of weeks back, the bottom has been formed, and the story has now resumed on another on forming carving another impulse structure towards the larger degree trend, which is higher. So bottom line, euro ideally is a long call uh, from 1.01 double seven, I suppose. Yes. All right. So it's a buy on dip with a stop around 1.07 1.01 We've suggested 1.0100 as a stop though. You can see prices bouncing right from the 61.8% Fibonacci of the earlier impulse. All right, so things are looking set, and the action now goes back to the hourly chart. If you're there with the session last time, then we were talking about three. We talked about three strategies, but before we come to the strategy, the wave structure, and it's pretty much clear what we have done on the screen here is minute waves one, two, three, four, and five probably complete, uh, except for the fact that the third wave is extending. We will see a rally from here materializing soon. Otherwise, we are going to see a corrective decline of sorry, of a similar degree coming back to the 300 zone. Now, trading point of view, we had discussed three strategies yesterday, last session, that is. If you are a if short-term traders should ideally book profits uh, and stay aside for a while, we are going to get another chance maybe by the end of the week, correct? On the longer side. So that was short-term traders. Positional traders need not do anything, but there will be a dip, expected a dip. Uh, we will get another chance to add position, and a super aggressive trade was to go short around I think it was 510 at that point. Stop around 550. targeting 400 and 300. So that super aggressive trade is in action right now. You can see prices drawing like a magnet. That's what it happens. That's what happens actually when you when we are able to identify a potential top and a reversal. So a magnetic pull should should draw prices lower somewhere around the region of 1.004 or just around the previous wave 4 of one lesser degree. All right, we right now we are able to see a three wave decline. So if it continues like wave three, then it's going to be a 335, which is a flat. And if it unfolds as a five wave structure, it's going to be a 535. That would be a zigzag. So if you are taking aggressive shots, then it's up to you. There are what how many 60 plus 20, 10, 70 points to be made. You can take profits and maybe wait for a pullback or maybe wait for wave B and sell again. It's completely your choice. I mean, you can play both sides as you want, as you please. But we are now looking, more or less, we are now looking towards 1.03 0010 zone before the bulls are back in control. All right. So the strategies are the story continues from where we left, and maybe we are just about carving the first wave. And there is something we can label as well on the other side. And it would be like A, B, and C, and degree would be minute. We need not show it on a 15 minutes chart. Daily is off as well. And the degree would be minute. There were A, B, and C. Okay, so we are right now, wave A is underway, and we'll see. Ideally, it's around 1.04, and then they'll have a pullback wave A again, followed by wave C. Right, that's the structure now. So the corrective wave is underway as expected, and it is also expected to unfold in the next 3 days or so. All right, let's pick up the index now. The daily chart story is quite similar to the euro, but on the opposite side. Triangle wave 4 and 5. Find a degree and followed by an ABC and a similar degree. Okay, and then the Fibonacci ratio, the 61.8% touch. And the RSI was also confirming a divergence around the 13th of Jan. So the story has already turned lower. Price action has already turned lower. We are 2 weeks into it. And probably we have also completed the first step, and the next story is on the hourly chart now. So unless the third wave is extending, uh, I think the price action here in the dollar index is slightly lagging behind what we just saw in the euro, uh, where the trading strategy, aggressive trades were on, uh, aggressive buy around 1.690 and targeting around 108, 109, correct? For short-term traders, uh, if profit was realized, maybe you can have booked profits and wait for a corrective rally. But again, taking complete profits is not advisable. I would say keep keep 20% short positions always active because you never know if we are not able to get into the bus again. All right, and the resistance starts from wave four as well. So a potential counter trend is underway. It's slightly lagging behind the euro, but it should be catching up going forward. So that's the area where wave A is expected to form of the similar degree, minute degree, wave B, and then wave C. So let's see how the price action is shaping up. Not able to see the chart. Let's find out the pattern on the daily chart. There is a candlestick. It could be a doji or a morning star in the making. It's a doji right now. So that's a clear doji, isn't it? And the next few waves, the next couple of waves should be on the north side. It's a good indication that we are going to see another 3 days of movement on the opposite sides. All right, so let's go back to the next one now. Remain short, please, in the dollar index. Those who have not gotten a chance to enter should be getting it soon. But there is a break of around 3 days now. Maybe around Thursday or Friday, we should be ideally somewhere around 109. Okay, gold aggressive trades have materialized, and the first short-term target, aggressive shorts which were taken around 78.80, stop around 28.01, and target of 27.35 has now hit. So we've just completed another trade for gold carrying about 35 odd points, which covers almost the previous stop trigger. All right, now going forward, if we look at what gold structure is looking like, then and if this is just beginning to cut loose on the south side, let's draw. I mean, I need to change it to a bar chart. It's only about practice. When you practice looking at something, you your eyes are habituated now. Earlier, I used to see only candlesticks. Recently, quite a few number of hours have been spent on the bar charts. It's only about programming your eyes to get habituated to watching the type of chart. But these two are the only charts which help analyze. Other line charts and pie charts are, because pie chart has got nothing to do with analysis. Just trying to find out where you see down there. Here you are. So this structure, I think it's just resuming or just beginning to cut loose on the south side. And if a potential now. If you draw a Fibonacci extension now, it's now the time is right. I think a major top has formed. If we draw the Elliot method, and you see the first target is coming around 2461, and the second is going quite lower around the 2400 marks, which is in line with the Elliott wave 4 combination. But for us, for me personally, even if a break below that 2519 is technically sufficient to confirm or complete the pattern. Now, if we try and draw the next path on the hourly chart, it's going to be interesting though. How how is it expected to unfold? So if that was wave one, which is somewhere we discussed in the London session, and then by the New York, we were already triggered another shot around 70 with a target of 235. Next story could be a high wave is still unfolding. So it takes a while, it takes spending some time like this and draws another low. Okay, this could be this could be one of the possibilities where you see we are on the hourly chart. So we see wave one, wave two, wave three. It's not the Fibonacci wave three actually. Fibonacci wave three extension should be quite lower. Yeah, that is 2713. So if it is still unfolding as the first impulse, prices would stay ideally at below 2750. Do some sideways activity here. Continue drawing low, continue drawing prices lower, and they would actually try and take the support out around 2650 now. Correct, 2690. Sorry, not even 50. So that is one path which could be good, could be taken. Another possibility now is that we've got wave one, we've got wave two, and the third wave kind of extends. In that, if the third wave is extending, and it's a good sign if the wave three is extends, we'll see prices rallying a bit higher, carving lower degree wave two or three, and then should be the largest one lower, three, four, and five. So out of these two paths, one would be well, should be ideally followed by the markets. I would personally want to see a third wave extension because third wave extensions are are worth watching. It's a feast to our eyes. Actually, we haven't seen the third wave together since 13th, 11th of Jan. But we should be seeing it soon. I think sometime in February because the second waves are just around the corner. So three major instruments are done. Let's have a quick view on the Dow. That is absolutely surprising when we see that rally happening. Okay, so what is now? We need to eliminate that target, and the alternate path is coming through. No, I think it's still not rallied above the past high, so we can still move this wave to the rally that happened yesterday, and we can stay put on the projected path. Okay, I think it's quite a bit. I think it's we might have to change the structure to uh, wave four adjustments coming here, and then the fifth wave rally is still extending. But tell you what, the second waves are, if this is the second wave, then it's typically what exactly happens when the bull trap rally looks like. Ideally, it looks like the same way. It's never going to stop. It gives us a feeling that okay, we are absolutely back, and the bull run is has begun, and somewhere close to, I mean, very deep. Sometimes it goes very deep. Let's find out. Is it the 88%? Yes, sir. It is the 88% Fibonacci ratio. So that's the last stop for us. If that is wave two in the making, then this is the last stop for us. We should see a we should see a sharp reversal taking out that support at 43,842 pretty much soon. What looks like on the daily chart should be an engulfing candle. Yes, it's a huge engulfing candle. It would be also interesting to see what how the VIX behaved. Let's have a quick look. Okay, that's fine. The VIX is it is actually okay if you understand the story. What has happened on VIX is that it has taken a resistance out there. That resistance was taken out, and the only thing is it's retracing the path. That's it. That is the first wave, resistance being taken out. The second wave is being worked upon, 61.8% touch already. I think all is good. Prices have broken back into the buy zone here. Let me draw a line. And you see that the sensitivity of trend lines. And we have not seen this for the first time. We've not seen this happening for the first time. Prices are just testing the backside of the VIX, of the trend line here on VIX. So ideally, the target for VIX, the next target for VIX, which is opposite the SPX, should be 27 at least, and probably extend towards the 35 as well. Okay, let's go back to the coins. I think we are absolutely flat here. Let's see if the scenario is changing a bit or no. No, sir. I think this is not. The charts are telling us a clear story. That is not supposed to be bought. In fact, what I would like to do is take a small risk on the short side. Okay, now this is going to be very aggressive, but we'll have to check and double check before we do that. Okay, the RSI is reaching the 15 mark. This is a corrective wave. It's a 3-3-5 kind of a structure. And here the RSI on the hourly is around the 60, which is very good and conducive. So if prices stay below that low 104, I would like to actually place a tight stop loss around 107 or just above the high, around 110. Let me check the risk reward ratio, what the targets we are expecting. That is almost a 1:1 if it goes to 96. So maybe one more low towards the 96 zone. It's six actually. Maybe we can, if we place a stop loss just about 107, it's a 1 is to 1 risk reward ratio. Let's take an aggressive. If you are interested in taking an aggressive one, then enter on the short side around 102. Stop loss just above 107 and target 96, or the second target would be, let's take the large degree count here. It could drop all the way towards 92 as well. So let's take an aggressive call here around, it's a bit aggressive, got to be careful in the volume as well. Potential short, and we would not take aggressive in all coins. 102, top I would like to move at 110. The top actually, 107 is good enough. 107 is certainly good enough. And the target at 96 and 92K. That is an aggressive aggressive call though. 1 hour is okay. Looks fine, but the daily chart, okay, daily chart is better actually. We are taking on a diverging scenario. Let's see how the price action. We are taking one aggressive trade for Bitcoin. I mean, other coins I would still recommend stay away. And that's an aggressive one though, which we have just recommended in Bitcoin. Ethereum has done actually nothing, so we stay away from that. Solana is also somewhere on the same activity where we left. Tell you what, this is a lower degree wave 4 in the making, sir. That is not an impulse which could take up. I mean, we could be wrong in identifying, but the way it is moving, I think it's wanting to do a triangle, or it's already done it. It's either a flat which is complete or a triangle in the making. All structures are looking like that. Ripple again should be doing the same. Let's see. If Ripple has topped out, no, that's something different scenario. It's made an impulse wave higher. That's a 5 wave higher move. So Ripple is a different story here. It's a 5 wave move higher, which would draw down to a 2 wave corrective decline, and probably the story could continue. So we've got a bit different stories in all coins. Uh, one more low seen in Bitcoin, one more low seen in Solana, Ethereum as well, but Ripple has soared. So maybe one more corrective decline, and then it could go up on the long side. So if what I was saying was, if the top is in place, and if there is no other top to be formed, then Ripple would actually draw down to the wave E here around 2.2. At this point in time, it doesn't look like the case though. So we'll remain flat at this point in time. We need a corrective decline in in Ripple and on all other coins as well. All right. So with that note, let's bring it a pause here. And once again, I thank you all for tuning in. And until the next session, that will be around London times. I'll hand over to Igor. Igor, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, SPDas. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks.
Alrighty, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We're just about 55 hours into live sessions for January. And if this is your first time tuning in, we are feeding those into our LLM and digesting them, adding it to our other LLM, which does time series analysis, and of course, feeding that into our portal where SPDas, IT Trader, myself, a few other traders are in there generating ideas based on different types of analysis as humans, and the AI is assisting us at this time. Holders will get access to the trade ideas by the AI, by us, of course, at different limits. And of course, we do have the branding coming for the AI before we actually release it to everybody. It is looking nice. You can talk to it and pretty much ask it anything about the markets. It is hooked up to all the central banks. It's hooked up to pretty much every data source that we can get our hands on. And it's a really nice feed. We've been testing it for quite a while. We started building it in 2018. Have been using it internally for generating different things. And in March of 2024, we expanded the time series data to connect to all of our trade ideas since 2016, and it started to perform miracles. So we've been using it and expanding it. Really looking forward to bringing it out to the community. And pretty excited for all this stuff. The more that we see things coming together in terms of the front end, of course, you've seen the portal we have already. We're just integrating the Web3 stuff. You see that the wallets are already connected. Got some of the charting tools in there already. This week, we're looking to have the backend portal going for our traders for the live sessions and for the trade ideas. Of course, opening that up to whale holders to do demos. So keep we'll be pretty much notifying everybody through X and other channels where we know who's who. But of course, if you're a holder and you're watching this, if you're a whale and you're watching this, feel free to send a message on X. If you're not in the X group chat, send a message on X, we'll add you. And do us a favor, like this stream, like this post, share it with your trader friends. Let's keep rolling. Lost my my speech there. It's already been a long day. I've been up since 4 a.m. It's 7:30 p.m. here now. This is kind of my schedule. Took a little nap, but it wasn't big enough. Pretty much all I got to say for now. You know what? Let's wrap it up. It was a great session. I don't want to keep everybody waiting. Thanks very much, and see you tomorrow for London Live at 5 a.m. EST. Schedules posted on X in the pinned post, part of the thread. Do check it out. Check out our white paper, solana.forexlens.com. Thank you. Take care.
Forex Lens gives you the edge. Forex Lens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. Forex Lens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with Forex Lens. Check out our performance at forexlens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. forexlens.com.